Welcome back to Breslov campus. We'll be going into the idea of Rabbi Nachman's Tikkun Haklali, the general remedy that he revealed. But before that, to explain a little bit of what's the idea of this Tikkun Haklali, this general remedy. You have people who have done what they've done in the past, and by doing what they've done in the past, specifically negative things, in a sense they become trapped by what's called the other side, the side of the evil. Meaning that even if they attempt on their own to try to get out, it doesn't work. Some superior force and power is needed to, like someone, like for example, someone in jail, to break the walls so the person is free to leave and then to begin again. So this is what's needed to help person who wants to begin rectifying his past and doing tshuva. So just to clarify, you have the tshuva process, which is your returning. But a tikkun, a general rectification, is needed to help a person get out of the shackles which keep him trapped, preventing him from returning. In this context, Rabbi Nachman, in the year 1805, and then subsequently later on in 1809, 1810, revealed 10 specific psalms from the book of Tehillim to be recited in a specific order. And in just simply reciting them, you have the power to break the shackles of the evil force keeping you back and letting you now begin. And how can this be? Just in short, he explains like this. The evil force which keeps people back and shackled and trapped, that they can't do tshuva, can't begin to advance and develop in their life. Her name, it's a feminine evil force. We don't say her name, we just pronounce it. It's Lamed Yud Tav. In English it's spelled Lilith. Okay, this is her name. The gematria, the numerical value of her name, is 480. Add 5 more for the 5 letters, it's 485. This is the exact same numerical value as Tehillim. Tehillim, Tav is 400, Hey is 5, Lamed is 30, Yud 10, Mem 40, equals also 485. And Rabbi Nachman revealed that this book, Tehillim, is the counteract to fight and prevent her, this evil force, from doing what she's doing. And that's what he said, that the remedy to counter is found in the book of Tehillim, and it involves reciting Tehillim. And he came out that it's really in saying 10 psalms, 5 which emanate from what's called 5 chasadim. In Kabbalistic terms, there's 5 kindnesses, they're called, and there's also what's called the Hegvurot, 5 judgments. 5 plus 5 being 10, and this being the 10 chapters to be recited. 5 to use chesed to go into the evil force, right? To convince, to allow to come in, and then the other 5 to bring out the holy sparks trapped there. In the case of a person who's trapped, saying the Tikkun Haklali gives him the ability to now start again. Based on all this, it's understood now why it's so important to say the Tikkun Haklali. You have a gift here in your hand, you have a gem, a jewel in your hands, and because of that, it is a custom. It's not brought down anywhere to do so, but it's a custom by many followers of Rabbi Nachman's teachings to recite these 10 chapters every day. Specifically, where did he say yes to make sure you say them? Is that, God forbid, on the day that a person has what's called a nocturnal emission, where damage is caused by seed emitted in vain. If you see in the Shulchan Aruch, Even HaEzer, I think chapter 21, it says that this is one of the worst possible sins a person can do, because it's akin to murder. A person is murdering his own children when he has wasted seed. So now the big question is, what happens if it happens by itself, etc., if it's unintentional, which is what's called a nocturnal emission, when a person's sleeping. So for this, he revealed the 10 psalms to be recited on the same day that a man has had this emission come from himself. Now, I'm going a step further. Rabbi Ari Kaplan and I am relying on him that he knew what he was saying. Rabbi Aryeh Kaplan of blessed memory said that the 10 chapters of the Tikkun Haklali can also help to rectify when a person, God forbid, also did an intentional letting out of seed, what's called in modern terms masturbation, for example. Even for that, Rabbi Aryeh Kaplan, and again we're relying on him, this is what he wrote, that he says Rabbi Nachman's Tikkun Haklali is so powerful that it can help even for that. Which doesn't mean that now we're giving the okay, chas v'shalom, God forbid, but if a person feels himself trapped because of past misdeeds, that this can help B'ezrat Hashem a person. So from here, just a little bit of the insight of the power of the Tikkun Haklali, and it brings down that if it can rectify the most serious types of transgressions, then all the more so it can help even for minor ones. But again, what is it rectifying? It's releasing you from being trapped due to the damage caused by these actions. That now I'm so trapped and I can't get out, I don't know what to do. The Tikkun Haklali is there to open the doors. Because of that, each day brings its new challenges and tests. It is a good suggestion, it's not an obligation, to recite the Tikkun Haklali every day as best as you can, to do whatever you can. If you can't do it every day, once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. Some people even do it twice a day. But the thing is, to say it, to believe in its power. Rabbi Nachman himself said that it will be very difficult to recite them. In other words, that when you make a commitment to saying the Tikkun Haklali, it'll be heavy, it won't be so easy. There may be a time in the beginning that you have a big light, that it's coming easy, but eventually as life goes on and you're trying to commit yourself to saying the Tikkun Haklali, it will become difficult because you're out of it, you're just saying it because you have to say it and everything. So it becomes difficult and you need this extra push to go on and to say it. Because of its greatness, that explains why there's so much heaviness and doubts around reciting the Tikkun Haklali. But in short, this is the power and its benefit and what it can do to help a person and to help the world at large, which is why Rabbi Nachman also ordered, he requested, that we go out and spread to the entire world the secret of the Tikkun Haklali. These 10 psalms, to recite them, they will be very beneficial. He said, Rabbi Nachman, about it, I am very sure about everything I say, but I am even more sure that these 10 psalms, when recited, are very, very beneficial. It can help a person be white, clean, scratch, and start again, B'ezrat Hashem.